Recording my minimalism video the other day got me thinking about other ways I could maybe be simplifying my life. While I'm not ready to be a Luddite, as I love tech, I can certainly dial my exposure back, because really when people mention simplifying, tech is kind of what they're talking about in today's world. And there are places I can do that, but there are other places we can simplify too, right? Things we might not immediately think about on the surface. And what is the ultimate goal of simplifying? For me, it would be to free up more time to do things that matter, whether it be working on my future, spending time with family, just relaxing even. For you, it could be something different. Maybe you struggle with mental health and simplifying could mean a way of lowering your anxiety. Or maybe you just feel like you have literally no time in the day because your schedule is so crazy and you work too much. Or maybe you just feel incredibly high strung and it's ruining your relationships. So let's focus on tech for a second because I feel like these are the obvious ones, but I don't want to spend too much time here because really everybody already knows. So cutting back on social media, obviously the biggest one, but there are others, of course. Instead of turning on Netflix, maybe grab a book. Turn off your phone completely at meals. Set times during the day where you don't respond to messages or notifications, or just turn your ringer and vibrator off completely on your phone, except for maybe a couple close people that you wouldn't want to ignore in an emergency. And these are just a couple ways you could simplify with tech, but the goal being less screen time. But there are so many examples of it in our lives. The possibilities are kind of endless here. But what about the other areas of our lives? We could simplify our diet. Quit eating out. It's expensive, time-consuming, unhealthy, and when you cook at home, you do hone your own cooking skills, which is a bonus. We could simply manage our time better. Schedule your day out if it's not something you already do. And it doesn't have to be rigid and exact, but an example for me would be setting aside a couple hours tomorrow night to work on videos. And this could be anything from brainstorming ideas to shooting to editing. But then when the time is up, you stop, no questions asked. Wherever it is that you are on the project, just move on to the next thing that you have scheduled. And don't overschedule. Like, you want some spontaneity in your life, but this can help keep balance in everything that we do, whatever it might be. What else? We could plan better in general. Logisticize your life. I don't think that's a word. Is that a word? What I mean is to figure out all the errands that you have to do next week. You have a doctor's appointment a few minutes from the grocery store. Combine the trips instead of going on 2 separate days. Can you combine that with dropping off a kid at school? Even better. And this is obviously a very basic example that a lot of people will do anyway, but just to get the juices flowing, to get some ideas going. But the point here is that the more that you do at one time, the more time you save, leaving you more time to do other things. And on that train of thought, what about your driving habits? Can we simplify those? Instead of rushing to the 4-way stop in order to beat the car that you see coming from the other direction, just let them get there first. You lose 2 or 3 seconds on your trip, but in doing that, you take complete control of the situation, decreasing stress and simplifying the encounter. When you're in the car alone, do you blast the radio? Try just a couple times a week, just driving in silence. Use that time to think and reflect. And you kind of see the pattern here. It's like everything we're doing is to reduce stress, simplify the process, give us more of our time back. And anyway, like I said, these are just some extra thoughts I had after recording the minimalism video, and I wanted to kind of explore it more for myself. Some of these things I already do, some are just ideas that I may or may not implement, but I want to hear from you. What ideas do you have for simplification? What do you do for simplification? And how far outside of the box have you thought about on the topic? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I'm Dylan, and I really do appreciate it. Please do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe buttons. It really does mean the world to me and lets the algorithm know that this video is worth the next person's time. Until next time, take care.